In the film A-Day, renowned Dr. Kim Jun-young is on a flight back to Korea when he becomes increasingly anxious about his daughter Yoon-jung, who has been ignoring his calls. After landing, he learns that Yoon-jung is upset with him for not being present in her life, especially on her birthday. Despite his fame, Jun-young remains humble and refuses to take advantage of it, but a press conference is organized for him without his consent. During the conference, he inadvertently embarrasses Yoon-jung, leading to further tension between them. As he rushes to meet her, he encounters a tragic accident involving a taxi, only to discover that Yoon-jung is the victim. In shock, he finds himself back on the plane, realizing he is stuck in a time loop where he relives the same day repeatedly, each time failing to save his daughter. With each reset, Jun-young tries different approaches to prevent the accident, but he is met with obstacles, including his daughter's refusal to answer his calls and his own mistakes in navigating the city. He eventually meets Lee Min-chul, a paramedic who is also trapped in the loop, and they share their experiences. They realize that they must work together to prevent the accident from occurring. Jun-young attempts to communicate with Yoon-jung during the press conference, but she remains resistant. Meanwhile, Min-chul devises a plan to stop the cab driver, who is revealed to have a personal vendetta linked to a past tragedy involving his own son. As they continue to reset the day, they learn more about the circumstances surrounding the accident and the motivations of the cab driver, Lee Kang-sik. Jun-young grapples with the guilt of having forged consent for his daughter's heart transplant years ago, which ties into Kang-sik's grief over his son's death. The two men realize that they cannot stop the accident from happening unless they confront their pasts and the choices that led them to this moment. They devise a plan to save both Yoon-jung and Min-chul's wife, Mi-kyung, who is also in danger. However, as they attempt to intervene, they face the harsh reality that their actions may have unintended consequences, leading to further complications in their quest to break the cycle of tragedy. As the day unfolds, Jun-young's determination to save his daughter reaches a critical point. He successfully positions his car between Yoon-jung and the speeding cab driven by Kang-sik, preventing the impending accident. After ensuring Yoon-jung is safe, he rushes back to the overturned vehicle to help Kang-sik, who is trapped and confused by Jun-young's intentions. Jun-young explains the nature of the time loop and the connection between Yoon-jung and Kang-sik's deceased son, Ha-ru. This revelation prompts Kang-sik to reconsider his actions, especially as he recalls a moment when Yoon-jung had encouraged him to survive during his hospital stay. Just as Jun-young manages to free Kang-sik, Min-chul arrives in a fit of rage, intent on confronting Kang-sik. In the ensuing struggle, Jun-young is accidentally stabbed by Min-chul while trying to prevent further violence. Despite his injury, Jun-young remains resolute, emphasizing that saving Kang-sik is crucial for the survival of both their families. Kang-sik, moved by Jun-young's words and the sight of Yoon-jung, instinctively protects her from an explosion that occurs as the car catches fire, triggering another reset of the day. This time, the three men have gained the insight needed to break the cycle. Min-chul reconciles with his wife, Mi-kyung, expressing his desire to embrace fatherhood and naming their unborn daughter Ha-ru after the boy they lost. Meanwhile, Kang-sik bonds with Yoon-jung, sharing memories and laughter over their favorite foods, which deepens their connection. As they navigate their new realities, Kang-sik receives a text of gratitude, symbolizing the healing that has begun. At the airport, Jun-young confides in Yong-soon about his past actions, which causes her distress but also a sense of closure. When the press conference arrives, Jun-young takes a bold step by publicly confessing his past crime, seeking redemption and accountability for his actions. This moment of honesty not only serves as a cathartic release for him, but also sets the stage for a new beginning for all involved as they move forward from the shadows of their pasts into a hopeful future.